It's Karen, and it is Paper Pumpkin time. This month's Paper Pumpkin for January, Sending Hearts. And you can make 4 of each of these lovely cards. Or, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a bunch of alternatives because we just love having our basic things. So this is what it comes from. It's got a really cute stamp set and Poppy Parade, Stampin' Spot, and all these little doodads on here are all from it. So this is the first way. And of course, we have all these envelopes. And these make just lovely cards. Okay, we'll do some changing up. First thing I did was to take one of these. So we have 4 cards like this and 4 like the other, and then we have 8 of these different, 4 each, one with a heart and one with the mailbox. So I just decided to play with those still as the main thing and just looking at doing a few things differently. So the first thing we're going to do is I cut a strip. I think it's about 1.5 right off from here. And then I've taken, this is Poppy Parade, and I have a piece that is 7 inches by 4 inches, and I scored it in half. So 3.5. And I'm going to put this like this. I'm going to put this on the edge. Okay. So that is going to go on the edge. So we're going to make just kind of the easy double fold card that opens up. Here's my little heart thing. On the bottom, I'm going to get all these little trims, just like the first one. I could do the top and bottom with this because I actually have extra trims after I played with all this. I had some extra little things left over, but that's good. They all go in my box for the grandkids to play with, and they love creating out of all kinds of little assorted things. So how cool is that? And then we're going to put love right on the top. And I can add love you, or there's other words, but do you see how this card's going to open this way? So it just makes a fun little different card. Now I took the strip that I cut off. I'm going to put this on the next card. An easy way to always make more cards out of your kits is to cut up the pattern paper that comes with it, the cards, and just use some other base cards. So I'm putting this on some Poppy Parade cardstock, and show you at the end what I'm going to do with all the extra little pieces. So I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to add, now the original card, I just think is so cute. You see how they did this, but the sending love your way, and you see I've added a little heart on the envelope. Okay, when I saw this, the first thing that I thought about is waiting by the mailbox. Have you ever waited for something special to come? There's just something, or waiting. You see all those cute little videos of toddlers waiting for the the delivery person to come, and I always think they're so fun. So what came to mind was who could be sitting here at the mailbox waiting. So on this first card, we've got our fun little wiener dog sending a message of love, just waiting. So I just thought this was just perfect for adding some other fun things. Okay, so that's that set. Then I took another one, and I want to do something different. So I cut some different pieces here. And then I'm just using all the other pieces to add other cards. So out of a couple of fronts here, I have 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 5.25. I put all these measurements on my blog, so it'll be easy to find them there if you need some math. And then a 1 inch by 5.25. So to make this, and I have a whole video where we did this fold many times over, so I can put a link to that, but I just love this fold. This is a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 11. I've scored it at 1.25, 4, and 6.75, and just folded it up in a W fold. And then I'm going to just add these papers. So on this one, I'll put this right here in the corner. This will be the inside. So this piece is a 4" by 5 1/4. It's our standard inside card. And now this is where you can write. I would actually add, oh, I guess I did. I didn't know if I cut another piece out or not. I'm going to add another white here in case you want, more room to write. So we'll put more room to write right there. Ooh, I just did this wrong. It's not what I intended, but we'll live with it. Because I don't really think this is going to lift up very easily, is it? Ooh, it might. Okay, I'm going to not do it. I meant to alternate these. So now by the power of visualization, I'm going to have you just draw on those powers so you can see. Because I would have preferred to have the pink stripes in the middle, just so you know that. But this will work. But isn't that fun? See, I would have alternated, had these on the outside, but it'll still work. I just think this is such a great fold. And so then I'm going to do a belly band. And I can measure this. Here's what I often do. I do a little fold there. I put it out, and then I just make sure I have it creased just right. Okay, I'll put that right there. And I'm going to measure this, and it's going to be there. I'm going to open it and make sure it's going on totally straight right there. So this is going to be my belly band to hold it closed. And you can see I'm going to snip some of this off. So I'll just cut that. I will add some tape. To close this up. Okay, we'll get that on a little straighter. And then over this, I'm going to put this heart. And so now this time I cut out the heart. I actually had some leftover paper, so I could put a little, I often put a little extra paper here too, but just to show how we're doing this. See, like I could have this. This is extra. So actually this would be really nice to put on the side. So on my blog, I may fix that and have that on, but I thought, isn't this a fun card? And so for this one, I have just taken this same heart piece and just cut out the heart because I wanted it to be like this and slide. So now this is my slider card. And now what that left me with, when I cut off all these pieces, I had this little piece left. And I thought, oh, this reminds me of a little book binding. So this is what I wanted to do with this. I'm going to turn this into its own little card. Because for Valentine's, why not? So the first one, this is going to be the upper part. So we'll get that on. And then this will be the inside. You see I have this cute little Valentine that opens like this? And this time I'm going to put this darling little creature. Now this really goes with, it's a stamp in this set. And it also is just a great add-on to go with snail mail. That set. So I'm going to put that on. And I just think that is just really a cute little Valentine. Tim, do you happen to be handy? This is an interruption. I realized I forgot one card. Is there another card with this on the table out there? Oh, well, no, it's okay. I found it. It's just hard to know where things disappear to right here. Okay, so I have him right here. So now I wanted to point out, I'm going to come back to a couple cards, but one of the cool things about this stamp set is that you can get an add-on that has all these little boxes and cute little 24 die cuts and labels to decorate with. So that's really a cute add-on, but I thought, what if I don't want to do an add-on and I still like the idea of actually giving Valentine treats? So what I did was to use our little square boxes and just add this little guy on here. So I thought, so I'm going to make 6 of these. I'm really only making 2, but I'm saving enough to make 6 of these for the kids. I'm just going to cut this in strips so that there are 3 strips. And so each strip is like this. And then I'm going to take, and then this is what I'm going to use all my little odds and ends left over too. I just love these little square boxes. They just come together really easily. I'll just put that together, and then the top. Okay, and this is already folded. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to see, okay, yes, it would crease right there. So again, I'm going to take that and just make sure I fold it right on the crease. So that will fold right there. This one will fold right there. And then you see how it overlaps just a little tiny bit at the end. So I'm going to just crease both of those where they would go. I'll do this one. And I can just crease them a little more like this. And then I'm going to take my press and seal. I love using this because you can just fold over if there's any extra on the side. Now, if I didn't want to make 6 of these, I could also use the others now for other cards. And I'm going to add, I guess I found, let's see, I was going to put that there. And then where did I wanted a little bit on this too, I think. Hard to remember when I just made one. It was, all of 10 minutes ago, but there goes. Make a second. Okay, so then I'm going to just wrap my box around this way. And I'm just going to get this on nice and tight, fold that over, and seal it. Now, in this, you also get the ribbon. So how cute is that? So I'm not going to bother with tying it right now, but you can tie that around. And then there are all kinds of these little extra things. So on this one, and I'm going to just slide this in a little bit. So in the middle. But this is what I think it'd be fun to use all the little doodads for. So I can just tie a ribbon. I can make a bunch of cute little boxes that are all similar and yet different. Okay, so that's that. And then I still have a couple more cards. Let's see. I find my pieces here. And actually at the end, I did have some pieces left over, but these are the other things that I came up with. I thought this one was just kind of a fun idea because I wanted to do something different. So each of the 4 hearts is done differently. This time, I'm going to make a little pocket card. I'm going to put this across the top and across right here. I love making these. They're fun to put little messages in. You could put a little treat if it's pretty flat. Could go in here. So you can see I cut one of these cards in half. So I'm using the front on this. So this is a full 5.5 by 4 1/4. I'm going to add my pocket. I'll add my love. I guess I would pop it up, but for the sake of speed here, I'm going to put love, you. And then look how this is going to slip right inside. So now I can add some of those, all kinds of little pink, here they are. Look at all these extra little things. Whatever I have left, I love putting these again in the grandkids things because they're going to just absolutely love having the little hearts and flowers. So I would add some of these, put the note on the back, put a little piece of candy in. And I think that's just a fun and yet very different. Now, if you were going to make your whole thing into cards like this, you could use another Valentine's stamp too. These are just kind of ideas for Valentine's that could be used on other things. And then what I had left from that, then I still had another piece. And I had part of a piece from this. So I'm just using some of this up to make a little bit different card front. And this time, waiting for the mail, we have none other but the darling donkey. Doesn't he look like he is just waiting for the mail? So I think this is really a perfect stamp set to add in some other fun things. So we have that, we've got the dog, and then we have the regular one, and then we have the little one with the snail. So all of those are with the mailbox. And then with the hearts, we had, of course, the regular one and the pocket card. And you see how it adds, just adding the little heart. So that's what I still need to do for those. And a fold card like this. And then a belly band fold card like this. Oh, and I forgot the love across this. I still have another love. I'm going to put love you across this. So just know these will all be on my blog. So I will put a link to that. So thanks. So enjoy this month's Paper Pumpkin. Thanks for watching. Bye.